I was born in Fairfax, Virginia. Wow. Okay, better get on my level. It really just shit on Florida. Yeah, Fairfax was amazing. But I moved around quite a bit. My dad works for the government, so I lived in Texas, and North Carolina, and Los Angeles, and Pittsburgh. And but I discovered theater because since we hopped around a lot, I think a thing that both of my parents tried to do was figure out what sort of thing kept me happy consistently, whether it was like getting me in a sport or getting me into some kind of activity to keep me busy. And they knew that I loved movies, and they knew that I loved performing, and so they eventually put me in an acting camp. And I just kind of fell in love with it and started taking it a little more seriously when I got a tiny bit older. My first professional job was playing John Darling in Peter Pan, and then that was kind of it. I got a paycheck for the first time, and I was like, oh, wait, people do this as you don't have to be obscenely famous to make a living doing this, and that was a big thing for me because up until then I had only really thought of actors as celebrities, as people who, that was how you survived, that was how you made a living doing the thing, and there wasn't really much representation of the regional theater actors or the people who did a Broadway show every now and then would go and do theater and all these amazing places that I now have been fortunate enough to perform in a lot. And so yeah, that kind of was the main spark. And the first Broadway show that I saw, I believe, was Godspell. I saw Godspell and Jesus Christ in the same weekend, supposedly the weekend that Jesus died. And it wasn't my choice, it was just how the tourism folks lined it all up. I went with my high school, and that was how they planned it all out. So yeah, I saw one, I think, when he died, one maybe when he was resurrected. I can't remember the history. It's the same weekend, yeah, so yeah. But they were planned here in New York City.